like how much of a democracy is our country right now? Because our governments are normally voted in on like a 30% vote. I think it was 30% of the between 30 and 35% of the voting population voted in
Wow.
PNM last election. The election before UNC was around the same thing.
Wow.
So when you say the people getting what they want, what they vote for, well, 70% of Trinidad not.
Right.
70% didn't vote for them, right? And then on top of that's just for representation, first of all, right?
Yeah.
Now we have our issues. When I talk about decriminalization and legalization, is almost like a unanimously resounding yes from everybody you talk about.
Right.
Because this, first of all, the criminalization of it has shown to have failed with the US war on drugs. Like that just gave rise to these massive cartels,
Yeah.
you know, and a lot more crime as the cartels now have to battle the police forces to get this product sold. So they have a lot of violence that just intertwined in their normal operations.
Right.
Right? So we definitely know that having it criminalized does not make sense. And then in Trinidad alone, how many people locked up for yeah for this, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you look at a lot of people
Well, right now I have a brethren who is
mm,
spending 6 months in maximum security
in
for
maximum
ganja.
security,
Yeah, and the reason being why he got maximum is because he had other weed cases.
was other
Um,
weed cases or other different cases like
no, weed
assault or
cases,
so
all
all
weed,
just weed cases.
all weed.
Mhm.
Um, and is this one hit me really hard because one, we're at a point where we're talking about laws being changed,
Mhm.
and yet the government has not done a moratorium on arrests, right? So they're saying, yeah, it's going to be legal, but until then, let's see how much of you we can catch.
Oh jeez.
You know?
Yeah. Kind of like the ticketing before they raise the speed limit to 100,
Exactly.
every single day the police out there catching you doing 80,
Right?
81, you get that ticket.
Incredulous, right? Like, I don't know. Trinidad is not a real place.
Mhm.
But
But we have real people, and that's the sad part.
yeah, right? And real people living with real situations.
Exactly.
So yeah, my brethren is in jail for 6 months in maximum security, and yeah, in a time where we're talking about laws being changed. And my big thing is, so say September, first decriminalization. All right, good. So you could possess a little amount of weed, right? The reality of decriminalization in that context is that unless you growing your weed, if you buying it, somebody's a criminal, right? So
Mhm.
if they catch you a pusher or you're a herbalist, he going to get locked up, right? And
Mhm.
then, but you can grow. Most of the times with decriminalization, they say you can have 5 plants. Let's hope,
Mhm.
right? Um, Legalization. We know the models, licenses, like I explained before, and all of that. You still have decriminalization where you can possess small amounts, grow your 2 to 3 plants or 5 at home. But then my question is, what then happens to the people who have been locked up for ganja all these years? The government just rail backward, right?
Yeah.
Because all of this, like you're locking up people every day, but it will have a time when you'll have to account for that. Because now it will be legal. You would literally have to say, well, yes, the law transgressed you. You know what I mean? Even though it was however long ago. You know what I mean? And have that taken off your record or pardoned. Because it doesn't make it's a catch 22 or like a nonsensical thing if
Now,
you're.
my problem with that, right? Even if they're going to expunge these criminals, right? So
They're not criminals
yeah, well, sorry, that is definitely a slippery tongue. Even if they're going to expunge these people that have been held for whatever,
for ganja.
yeah, being held for ganja, right? Now, you're going to have to put them through the legal process of getting their record expunged. I'm sure they're going to have a legal process to even get them freed. Now, my last podcast, I talked to a guy that was a lawyer, and he was saying right now the DPP is severely understaffed. Maybe like they have about 30% of the staff they're supposed to have.
Yeah.
So I had to say, it had to be a real bad mind thing. If a couple months before you're going to decriminalize it, you're locking up as much people as you could, knowing that for them to get out after decriminalized, they're going to have to wait months or maybe years just for the process to go through for them to get back out. And that
No
I
words.
I hope that is not what they're aiming to do. Lock these fellas up because even if we decriminalize it
They'll still
next
need a
month,
lawyer.
yeah, they'll need a lawyer, and they're still not gonna come out for the next 2-3 years after decriminalized. I just hope that's not what they're doing because that is a real bad mindset.